name is Dr. Ben Song.
I'm a time traveler.
I leap into other people to change history for the better.
Incredible.
So you're on board with the time traveler thing? Who am I this time?
You are a spy.
Awesome. The day the LA riots began.
There's no way out now.
Area 51. It's UFOs. I'm in the future.
We are in serious trouble.
How is this possible?
This is the butterfly effect to end all butterfly effects.
You're about to be in a full-blown witch trial.
Witches!
Everything's changed.
He won't survive.
Never punched a Nazi before. Felt pretty good. I never know where. This is insane! Or who I'm gonna be. It's the adventure of a lifetime.
Quantum Leap, October 4th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
What's going on, everybody? WebsterStyle here with Nerds Rule the World, and we are getting ready for season 2 of Quantum Leap. And we've been so blessed to be speaking with today Miss Deborah Pratt, who is an EP on the show. Miss Pratt, how are you today?
I'm outstanding. Thank you very, very much. I love the bros. I love the bow tie. I love it's all happening.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, at the end of season 1, things didn't exactly go as planned for Dr. Song and the crew. What can we expect for season 2?
Hang on to your butts. We get a great twist at the end of the opening episode. I think that's really important. I co-created the original series, and it was really important to me that we kept the lore and we kept the pulse and heart of the show. And I always say that there are 4 elements that have to be in the show: heart, history, hope. What's the fourth one? Heart, history, hope, and humor. So being an anthology, we get incredible opportunities. And because NBC Universal has been so generous in giving us the budget that they've given us, we have had a huge chance to travel further back in time than we've ever traveled, all the way to 1692. Right. Traveled to literally, they let us go to a foreign country. I think that was Martin Giro's doing. Brilliant. And we shot in Egypt in 1961, but we were there. The show is there. So we're really getting to expand on it. And we're going into the lives of our co-leads. And we're getting to know more about magic, which I really wanted to do because Ernie Hudson is a rock star. He's such a cool guy. He and I had worked together years ago on a movie called Space Hunter, and we've stayed friends ever since. Ian, Mason, Alexander Park, they are just truly brilliant, and we get to go into their lives and their homes. Same with Jen and Addison. So this season, there's going to be the opportunity to really look deeper into some of the other guest stars. We also, now that we've solved the mystery of why Ben leapt, that he was able to save Addison and maybe the world, we get to spend more time in the leaps themselves. Right. And that's what was truly different between the 2 shows. That once you went back in time with Sam and we were with Sam, you were in the show in the past. And this show is, I think, differentiates itself because it is both the present and the past. And it really plays into the time travel, which all the nerds can truly appreciate. I'm a big time nerd, so I get it.
Understood. Now, I may not look it, but I am someone who grew up with the original show. I am that old. And
me too.
How has it been sort of balancing the legacy and history of the original with this show, but also building something new and more relevant with the current show?
Well, time has evolved. Time has changed. The opportunity from walking in someone else's shoes will never change. What does it feel like? If you leapt into somebody time and space is limited. You're not going to appear as a third person, which is what makes Quantum Leap so unique. You literally have to knock somebody out and stand in their shoes, whether that's 3-inch high heels, or army boots. And suddenly you're in someone else's life and you're experiencing them. That has not changed at all. I think what has changed is the viewer's perspective of time and what they've experienced. As a child, you knew the events that led up to when that show came on. And when we leapt into those events, when Sam leapt into a black man or a woman in the 60s, a black man in the 50s, you had your parents and your grandparents who could explain and express to you a conversation that doesn't happen. And what we're hoping for is that we get to continue that legacy very clearly, to say these events happened, but they relate to the events that are happening now. And because the audience are nerds, thank you so much. They're smart. It's a smart audience, and we don't jam down their throats these storylines or a position on these storylines. We present both sides of the story. We let you, the viewer, make a choice as to where you stand. And if you don't want to stand, you just get to hear both sides of the conversation, which doesn't happen enough these days. So the idea of hope and is still there. So the heart is there, the hope is there. And then we just get to have some fun. And Ben is an amazing, Raymond Lee is an amazing Ben, because he has physicality. He's charming. He's endearing. You believe him. We didn't want to find, there is not another Scott Bakula.
Right.
But we were blessed enough to find the first ever South Korean #1 on a call sheet in the history of Hollywood, who carries this show with such grace that I'm proud to be a part of this show as well as a part of the legacy show and the concept of that legacy show. I had the opportunity to write 25 episodes on that show and play Ziggy, and so I'm deep into what it is. And so my viewpoint comes from a number of places, and like I say to everybody, Star Trek has 9 spinoffs. 3 concurrently on the air right now. I think Quantum Leap could do that. Feature films, video games, a ride. I don't know if you went to Comic-Con, but they had a ride at Comic-Con.
Nice.
So I think from that perspective, the show has evolved in its direction and should continue to do so.
I would definitely agree with you. I think especially the way it is now and what you've created and how it's evolved, it definitely could be a lot more than just what we see on NBC and Peacock starting October 4th. One thing I want to ask you, though, so you have about 2 decades between the end of the original series and the beginning of the current series last season. There has been a lot of adaptations, interpretations of time travel and the effects of time travel. How has that, or does that influence the writing process, or even how you depict time travel on the show?
Well, truthfully, people have borrowed from Quantum Leap in many films and in many television series, because it is so unique. And because we were the first to do it, we're legacy. And that allows us a lot of leeway to continue to explore it and to continue to evolve what time travel is. I mean, I want to do a feature film, and I think that time-space continuum and linear mentality can expand.
Thank you, Ms. Pratt. I thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Good luck with the season. Quantum Leap Season 2 starts October 4th, NBC and Peacock. WebsterStyle, Nerds Rule the World.
Thank you, everybody. Tune in.